Ohio, konnichiwa, and konbanwa. Yeah, I'm back here. Actually, had quite the little adventure last week. And, oh, hold on. Just only common courtesy. And I know I only had 20 drops into the void, but something's telling me to pull another string. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to pull a secondary string. Reality. Reality is nice, but no one wants to live there, right? Basically, go touch grass, not log in for a day. Reality can release some knots. It can also tie some knots. Where are these knots? So, go touch grass, you say? Go touch grass? Well, don't I just have the experience for you? Hold on. Wait a moment. Put everything away, and then let's try a little shaky transition. That's not right either. All right, third time's the charm. Let's try this again. Heyo. Let's go see what I was up to. Shall we? So, family. Family is a very important deal for me. Always has been. My kids are my world, whether they believe it or not. I grew up with just my mother. But last weekend, I actually got to meet my biological father face to face for the first time in my life. So, of course, I had to take him to some of my local spots. It's what you do when you have someone visiting your remote area. So, we wandered the falls. That's what I'm going to call them in an attempt to not dox myself too much. He explained to me how my area was very similar to where he grew up in Uganda. I never knew he was from Uganda. All I knew from his side was that he was Asian Indian and Tanzanian. That was it. The more we talked, the more apparent it became that I was frighteningly almost a carbon copy of my older sister that passed a couple years ago from stage 4 breast cancer. It was actually eerie when I saw pictures of her. I had never seen anyone look that similar to me. Not my mother, not my little sisters, no one. Now, I never really looked like my mother, but when we're together and we're talking and laughing, you can see the resemblance. But at random, no one could tell. My biological father, though, he requested to not be shown or heard, hence why some of the footage editing is real funky. But I actually look like him. People could tell that that's my dad. It was a strange connection, especially so late in life. The whole trip from the falls to my local theater, Old Town Theater area, to my local museum, the whole experience was unreal. The events surrounding my birth, to say the least, was a mess. But I was raised with a mother who loved me and did everything she could for me. I was the oldest of four girls and was practically the second adults in my siblings' lives. On his side, on the other hand, I'm the baby. I have had two older sisters and an older brother, all whom I've never met, all whom I've only seen pictures of. Now, this all came about many years ago when my family moved across the country from North Carolina because of a massive traumatic incident that involved me as a child. I had a school assignment for a family tree project, and that was the first time I talked with them. Apparently, it was the first time my mother allowed him to communicate with me as well. From then on, he was kind of in and out of my life. There were plans for me to go see him and the family, and then nothing. I know things were going on that were beyond both of our controls, but the sudden cutoff after getting communication hurt. One of my little sisters and I did not have a secondary family that we could connect with, that we could see. It was awkward. He just seemingly kept coming in and out of my life at random. I grew annoyed with it and eventually told him. When he found out I was pregnant with my daughter, he tried to reestablish communication. I told him I was done with people coming in and out of my life and refused to keep him around after that. He respected that. He waited. In 2020, during the height of the pandemic, I noticed the number getting worse for his area. I checked in with him. Something at the time told me to do so. And ever since, we've been in constant contact. Establishing a relationship after so long is not easy. This man had no idea how I grew up, what I went through, all the healing I had to do, all the torment I was put through. But he knew one thing, and that was the only thing that mattered. He knew he loved me as his daughter. And at some point, it became enough for me. It became enough. Family is so important. Blood or found family. As much as I love my own family and have always loved my own family, my mother, my sisters, I always found people who seemed more like family to me. I wasn't a troublesome kid, but I was always very misunderstood, just like I am still. I was eccentric. I was and am still considered to be too much. I don't fully open up to people unless they gain my trust. Those I've always seen are the truest forms of family. People you can truly trust. People you can actually be yourself around. Now, as much as I love my found family, and I love my found family very, very much, I do. I have always loved my kids more. Being around my dad for a few days really put some things into perspective. And although at times it hasn't seemed like it, my kids have always come first. My friends don't come before my kids. My found family does not come before my kids. My kids, my daughter, my son, and my grandson. Nothing comes before them. In the past, recent past, it may have seemed like it, but nothing comes before them. And seeing my biological father and talking with him may have healed a small part of me that I didn't know needed healing. But family's a funny thing. It's kind of like a piece of your soul. And finding pieces of your soul that you didn't know you had. And even though you give pieces of your soul away to your family, to your friends, to your loved ones, you still have it. And each part gets reawakened with each new connection made. With all that being said, that is a task complete. Did a lot of learning for this one. Burn the string. And we return the book. No special cutaway this time. Just always know. Always know that you are strong, you are smart, you are brave, you are beautiful, you are so very talented, and I am proud of you. I am always proud of you. And never forget that Mama loves you. Oh, that terrifies me every time I do it. Now, what is this? Cursed be they who lack a soul. Now, what could that mean?